Good afternoon and welcome to Solent Sports News. I'm Henry Deacon and here is the latest. We begin with Southampton, who are preparing for a repeat of their FA Cup semi-final clash against Leicester City tonight, this time in the Premier League. Our reporter Ben Pennells is outside St Mary's as we speak. Ben, I can't talk about this fixture without mentioning the 9-0, but how do you think tonight's game is going to play out?
Southampton tonight are looking to get back into winning ways at St Mary's for the first time since January. The FA Cup semi-finalists are playing Leicester City, who they had no shots on the target against in the Cup semi-final 2 weeks ago, who have been working hard in training since their game against Tottenham to try and prepare themselves for this game.
Ben, thank you. Staying with football, and the recent proposals of the European Super League has thrown money and football into the spotlight. We're all too familiar with big clubs spending big money to progress up the leagues, but what about the feeling of the fans? Keir Maguire, journalist and author of The Price of Football, believes fans are happy for their teams to be run at a manageable loss.
Doesn't have this idea that is embedded within in the English football culture, and is something that we see in the newspapers and in all other forms of media on a daily basis, that the solution to a club's problems is to spend money that it doesn't have.
The Scottish FA are today investigating an alleged instance of abuse aimed at Albion Rovers player David Cox. The 32-year-old retired at half-time of a fixture against Stenhousemuir yesterday after comments were made regarding his mental health. Cox has been outspoken about his attempts to end his own life and said Stenhousemuir's Jonathan Tiffany told him, "You should have done it right the first time." To rugby now, and the Champions and Challenge Cup finals are coming to Twickenham. The final of both European rugby competitions were due to take place in Marseille but have been moved due to the pandemic. The finals will take place at an unconfirmed date in May in front of 10,000 spectators. In Rugby League, Hull FC forward Andre Saviello has claimed a Wigan Warriors player used a racist remark during their Super League game at the DW Stadium on Thursday evening. The New Zealander made the allegation to referee James Child, who put the incident on report before the match continued. This comes just a day before football's planned social media boycott in an attempt to combat online racism. The Diving World Championship gets underway in Tokyo tomorrow as athletes will compete for a chance to represent their country at the Olympic Games. Matt Dixon, the current British diving champion, will be competing in the 10-metre platform as he looks to take the second and final place alongside Tom Daley. Despite the competition for spots, however, Matt believes the feeling inside the camp is a positive one.
I think everyone's training like their hardest. The atmosphere is to stay positive again, and I kind of get everyone in like a fighting spirit, kind of like, come on guys, like we got this no matter what. Like I'm training with the same guy who's going to compete against me at the World Cup, and it's either me or him going to Olympics. One of us ain't going.
Former England captain Alistair Cook has hit his 25th first-class century for Essex as they take on Worcestershire in the county championship. He was eventually bowled out for 112 with his side 300 for 2 in the first session of their second day. A full schedule of games across the country has been disrupted by rain, with both Glamorgan and Somerset's matches currently delayed. Staying with cricket and into the Indian Premier League, players have showed public support in light of the COVID-19 outbreak across the country. Kolkata Knight Riders star Pat Cummins published this message on Twitter, pledging a donation of $50,000 to the PM Cares Trust. However, many of the 35,000 replies called on Cummins to reconsider his donation, suggesting the fund is corrupt and not getting to the people in need. At the World Snooker Championships, three-time world champion Mark Selby is edging closer towards another final against 2015 winner Stuart Bingham. Selby leads 9-7 following the second session of their semi-final at the Crucible Theatre before resuming later this evening. Kyron Wilson goes into the second session of his semi-final against Sean Murphy this afternoon, 6-2 in front.
Snatched it on the black and we'll go to the mid-session interval now with a nice 2-frame lead. How about this for a shot? Bringing 2 reds into play.
To Formula 1, and Valtteri Bottas is looking to recover from a miserable outing at Imola 2 weeks ago as he finished up top of the timing table at the first practice session of the Portuguese Grand Prix. The Finn-led Red Bull driver Max Verstappen by 0.025 seconds, with Sergio Perez third and reigning world champion Lewis Hamilton back in 5th. There was also a first drive of the season for British F2 champion Callum Ilott as he filled his role as test driver for Alfa Romeo. Great Britain's women are among the main medal contenders when the World Athletics Relays begin in Warsaw, Poland on Saturday. Zoe Clark, Emily Diamond and Levi Nielsen were part of the 4x400 metre quartet that finished 4th in the 2019 World Championships in Doha. Jamaica had seemed likely to be favourites in having named a team that includes former World 100 metre world record holder, easy for me to say, Asapha Powell. Well, that's all from us for now. I'm back at 3:30 with more sports news and an exclusive interview with United Services Portsmouth manager Glenn Turnbull ahead of their massive FA Vase quarter-final tie tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.